So the big topic that we're going to talk about on today's leadership training is just about having a plan. I would say one of the biggest things I've seen in my time leading salespeople and just seeing workers and employees, not just that work for me, but work around me, is a lack of a plan. One of the things that bothers me more than anything is when somebody is consistently not getting the results that they want to have. And they don't have a plan on how to change it. They send me the recap every night. And they say, Matt, I did this amount of activity. These are the results I got. Here's what it is. Maybe ask a question or two. But if it's not me devising a plan to resolve the issue, a lot of times a plan's not even considered. So what I want to challenge each one of you guys to do right now as an individual contributor and all of you that are in a leadership role or plan to be in a leadership role is think like a leader. And I think one of the biggest differentiators that a leader has over non-leaders are people who have the ability to both identify a problem, but more importantly, come up with solutions. So for me, one of the things I really like to make a commonplace is identify the problem. All good. Bring me all of your problems, but don't identify a problem if you've not even attempted to provide a solution. And for a lot of people, that's a hard thing to come up with. They can identify the pain, but they have no idea how to provide a cure. So, for instance, if you work for me in a sales role, we talk a lot about pitch, pace, and attitude, and we send our nightly numbers. We say, here's how many calls we made. Here's how many connections we got. Here's how many appointments we set. Here's how many appointments we're supposed to showed, and here's how many no-showed. And I ask everybody every night to send a recap to me every night. And in that recap, the most important part are not the numbers, because I can generally tell what's wrong with an employee just based off of those numbers. But the more telling information is what I ask in the summary. And that summary is you identifying what you see that's happened. Sometimes a good day happens. When a good day happened, is it all because you worked hard and it all worked? Or is it because you got lucky? If it's because you got lucky on that day, then you have to also account a lack of luck on your bad day. If it's because you're good on that day, then you have to assume you had the ability to be good all the time. You just didn't have the execution of what the good was. So one of the big reasons why I emphasize the mindset is because the mindset ties back into the preparation. Why I love the 4G concept as well is because I focus on changing my mind every single day to go out and win the day. And it doesn't matter if I lost yesterday, because every day starts with a score of 0-0. And the question is, are you going to win or is the day going to win? Are you going to win the day? And for me, what I see most people don't have is a plan. They don't have something that they're attempting to do to get better every single day. So as leaders, one of the things I want to challenge us to do moving forward, and I'm going to implement this starting tomorrow in my business, is I'm going to ask everybody, how do you feel about last week, and what is your plan for this week? So whether you're in a sales role, whether you're in a leadership role, whether you're in a developer or marketing role, how do you feel about last week? What is your plan for this week? And if you have a plan, it'll be evident. And a plan isn't just, I'm going to make the same amount of calls I made last week. What are you going to do different to get a better result? If your result was good, what are you going to do this week to maintain your result? If I got 10 appointments sold last week, the last thing I'm going to do is focus on what can I do to get 10 appointments again this week. I'm going to try to get 11 or 12 or 15 or 20. And something needs to happen differently to get that outcome. So in general, if it's a sales role, I'm looking at, is it my pitch? Is it my pace? Is it my attitude? As we know, attitude is a big part of it. So where is my mindset walking in? Am I coming in with a plan to execute my day? Am I coming in with a plan to win my day? For me, last question I'll ask you, do you have a plan?